One morning in one of the large, secure rooms of the White House, Trump began his routine work. Meetings, decisions, daily reports. However, that day was very different from any ordinary day. That morning, a phone call rang that would affect Trump's life and the future of the world. Everything would change in a few seconds. Trump saw the anonymous number on his phone screen. Although he looked at it with suspicion, he had to answer every incoming call because he was the president. When he opened the screen, the voice on the other end was a stranger. There were traces of deep wisdom and a century of experience in his voice alone. This was a phone call of a kind Trump had never encountered before in his life. "President Trump, I am making this call to test you. This conversation offers an opportunity that will change world history, but the decision is yours." Trump immediately listened to what the person on the other end of the phone was saying. This man he did not know was like a voice that had emerged from the darkness of the past. However, what he said was much more important. "Listen to me," the stranger said. "I have information that no one in the world has known for years. Secrets of many governments, countries, and secret organizations have been in their possession for years, and these secrets could change the global balance of power." Trump took a deep breath. He was not used to such mysterious offers, but this phone call was definitely different. "Why are you telling me? Why now?" he asked. The stranger answered briefly but clearly, "Because only someone like you can take this information and change the world. But there is a price to pay, President. This will be the biggest game changer in world history." The voice on the other end of the phone stirred countless possibilities in Trump's mind. This was beyond any ordinary phone call. This was an offer that could change the course of human history, but it was also very risky. At that moment, Trump began to evaluate this conversation as the greatest moment of decision any leader could face. "What is your offer?" Trump asked, his voice full of determination. After a deep silence, the stranger replied with these words, "Yes, President. What I am about to share with you holds great power, but it is a power that only one can possess. This knowledge can upset the global balance, economies can collapse, governments can collapse, and a new era can begin, but I leave that to your judgment." Trump held the phone to his ear, deep in thought. These words sounded incredible, but he had a feeling that he had to take them seriously. This call was not only a personal but also a global moment of decision. The stranger had sensed Trump's silence, but at that moment, a decision was forming inside Trump. "I will take a step, but this step will affect not only America but the entire world," he said, and hung up. In the days that followed, Trump's actions were very different. He gave new instructions to his team, much more silently than usual. Secret meetings were planned in the White House. Information wars, new strategies, places to launch covert operations. Trump's plan that would change the world was slowly taking shape. And at that moment, another phone call came that would change the course of world history. This time, the foreigner was offering much more information. Power would change hands globally, economies would be reshaped, a new world order would be established under Trump's leadership. But this meant the end of many old alliances, global companies, governments, military forces. They would all have to adapt to this new order. Trump held not only national security but also global balance in his hands. When he realized this, he thought about how powerful he was as a leader. However, this also carried a huge burden. The foreigner could give him everything, but he could turn the world upside down. One wrong step could mean the end of everything. As time went by, Trump's secret meetings with his advisors and strategists became more frequent. The questions, "Should we declare war or choose peace?" were constantly on the agenda. Secret agreements made with governments around the world and international relations were being reshaped. And finally, Trump made a very critical decision. This decision was announced with a statement that would attract the attention of the entire world. However, everything had just begun. How he would act while using this new power would be a turning point for the entire world. This decision made by Trump was a decisive step not only for America but for the future of the entire planet.